Good morning, everyone.
So welcome to another episode of BNN, the Buddhist Insights Network. So this morning we'll be doing chanting and meditation together. So we'll be chanting, funeral chanting for all the people who have died from the coronavirus, which is a really high number. I haven't checked this morning, but it seems to get higher every day. So we'll be chanting one of the forms of funeral chanting that's used in Buddhism. So there's many different ways of doing funeral chanting. This one in particular is a selection of short chants from the Abhidhamma Pitaka. And the reason this is done is because there's a story that the Buddha's mother, who passed away shortly after the Buddha was born, the Buddha's mother was reborn as a deva. And after the Buddha attained enlightenment, he went to the Deva realm, and what he taught to his mother was the Abhidhamma, these teachings. So then commonly, after someone dies, then one would chant selections from the Abhidhamma, hoping that your deceased relative will hear these teachings and understand them and be able to attain awakening in their next life. So with that spirit in mind, that attitude of chanting these teachings with the hope that all those who have passed away from the coronavirus will hear the Dhamma, understand the Dhamma, and make a breakthrough through the meaning of the Dhamma, we'll chant this series of funeral chants together. Okay?
So there is a link in the chat to the Abhayagiri chanting book. And if you click it and you go at page 64, you can chant with us and follow along.
Okay.
Right?
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Kusala dhamma abhyakata dhamma sukhaya vedanaya sampayutta dhamma dukhaya vedanaya sampayutta dhamma adukama sukhaya vedanaya sampayutta dhamma vipaka dhamma dhamma neva vipaka na vipaka dhamma upadaniya dhamma anubadaniya dhamma anubadaniya dhamma sankileta sankilesika dhamma sankileta sankilesika dhamma asankileta sankilesika dhamma savitaka savichara dhamma avidaka vichara mata dhamma avidaka vichara dhamma piti sahagata dhamma sukha sahagata dhamma upeka sahagata dhamma dasanena pahadava dhamma bhavanaya pahadava dhamma neva dasanena nabhavanaya pahadava dhamma dasanena pahadava hetuka dhamma bhavanaya pahadava hetuka dhamma neva dasanena nabhavanaya pahadava hetuka dhamma dhamma achayagamino dhamma pachayagamino dhamma nevachayagamino na pachayagamino dhamma sekha dhamma asekha dhamma neva sekha na sekha dhamma parita dhamma mahagata dhamma pamana dhamma parita ramana dhamma mahagata ramana dhamma pamana ramana dhamma hina dhamma majjhima dhamma panita dhamma Mechataniyata dhamma samataniyata dhamma aniyata dhamma magaramana dhamma magahetuka dhamma magadipatino dhamma uppanna dhamma anupanna dhamma Upadino dhamma titha dhamma nagata dhamma vachupanna dhamma titha ramana dhamma nagata ramana dhamma vachupanna ramana dhamma jatta dhamma bahidha dhamma Anjatta bahindha dhamma anjatta ramana dhamma bahindha ramana dhamma anjanda bahindha ramana dhamma sanida sanasa patigha dhamma anida sanasa patigha dhamma Pranidasana patiga dhamma hetupachayo aramana pachayo adipati pachayo anandara pachayo samanandara pachayo sahajata pachayo anyamanya pachayo nisaya pachayo Upanisaya pachayo purejata pachayo pachajata pachayo asevana pachayo kamma pachayo vipaka pachayo ahara pachayo indriya pachayo jhana pachayo maga pachayo Sampayutta pachayo vipayutta pachayo ati pachayo nati pachayo vigata pachayo avigata pachayo pancha khanda rupa khando vedana khando sanya khando sankhara khando vinyana khando Dvadasayatanani chakvayatanang rupayatanang sotayatanang sandayatanang ganayatanang gandhayatanang jivhayatanang rasayatanang kayayatanang potabhayatanang manayatanang dhammayatanang atarasadhatuyo Rupa dhatu chaku vinyana dhatu sota dhatu saddha dhatu sota vinyana dhatu ghana dhatu gandha dhatu ghana vinyana dhatu Dhatu rasa dhatu jivha vinyana dhatu kaya dhatu potava dhatu kaya vinyana dhatu mano dhatu dhamma dhatu mano Jnana dhatu bhavi satindriyani chakundriyang sotindriyang khanindriyang jivhindriyang Manindriyang itindriyang purisindriyang jivatindriyang sukhindriyang dukindriyang somanasindriyang domanasindriyang upekindriyang sadindriyang viriyendriyang Satindriyang Satindriyang Samadindriyang Banyindriyang Ananya Danya Samidindriyang Anyendriyang Anyata Vindriyang Chatari Arya Sachani Dukam Arya Sachang Dukha Samudayo Arya Sachang Dukha Nirodho Arya Sachang Dukha Nirodhagamini Patipada Arya Sachang Avidya Pachaya Sankara Sankhara Pachaya Vinyanam Vinyana Pachaya Namarupan Namarupa Pachaya Salayatanam Salayatana Pachaya Paso Pasa Pachaya Vedana Vedana Pachaya Tanha Tanha Pachaya Upadana Upadana Pachaya Bhavo Bhava Pachaya Jati Jati Pachaya Jaramaranang Soka Parideva Dukkha Domana Supayasa Sambhavanti Eva Medasa Kevala Sadukha Kantha Samudayo Hoti Avijayata Veva Asesa Viraga Nirodha Sankhara Nirodho Sankhara Nirodha Vinyana Nirodho Vinyana Nirodha Namarupa Nirodho Namarupa Nirodha Salayatana Nirodho Salayatana Nirodha Passa Nirodho Passa Nirodha Vedana Nirodho Vedana Nirodha Tanha Nirodho Tanha Nirodha Upadana Nirodho
Upadana Nirodha
Bhava Nirodho Bhava Nirodha Jati Nirodho Jati Nirodha Jara Maranang Soka Parideva Dukkha Domana Supayasa Nirujanti Eva Meta Sakevala Sadukha Kandha Sanirodho Hoti Anicca Sankhara Upadavaya Dhammino Upajitva Nirochanti Te Sangupasamo Sukho Anicca Sankhara Upadavaya Dhammino Upajitva Nirochanti Te Sangupasamo Sukho Anicca Sankhara Upadavaya Dhammino Upajitva Nirochanti Te Sangupasamo Sukho. Okay, so please get in meditation posture. So I'll be particularly kind this morning and permit you to sit in something other than the full lotus position. So Ayya Soma told me to practice metta this morning, so this is my metta. I give you permission to not sit in full lotus.
In a chair, it's also completely fine.
That would count as not full lotus.
Just specifying.
So make sure your body is settled nice and solidly on the cushion. Making sure your back and shoulders are straight and relaxed. Take a few long, slow, deep breaths. With each breath, letting the body and mind relax. Bring to mind the Buddha who taught the Dhamma for 45 years. Even after attaining awakening, when there was nothing more he had to do, he compassionately shared the teachings with thousands of people, creating a lineage which reaches all the way down to us today. So bring up a sense of gratitude towards the Buddha for sharing the Dhamma with all of us. You might silently repeat, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." We're grateful, grateful, grateful. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. It's really bringing up that sense of deep gratitude and appreciation towards the Buddha for compassionately sharing the Dhamma with us. Keeping a gentle smile on your face as you cultivate this warm hearted, affectionate gratitude towards the Buddha. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for bringing so much goodness into my life. Cultivating gratitude towards the lineage of monastics, following in the Buddha's footsteps, learning the teachings, practicing the teachings, sharing the teachings, generation after generation for 2,500 years, spreading through Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, China, Tibet, reaching all the way around the world. So remembering more than 2,500 years, the lineage of monastics reaching back to the Buddha. All these wonderful practitioners, wonderful teachers who learned the Dhamma and shared it with their disciples, all the way down to us here today. Cultivating that deep sense of gratitude for the lineage of monastics reaching back to the Buddha. All those who kept the teachings alive for future generations, for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cultivating a sense of gratitude, in particular for your own personal spiritual teachers, the monastics who have inherited the Dhamma and shared it with you, those who have passed on the teachings to you, those who continue to support and guide you in your practice. Cultivating gratitude for your own spiritual teachers, the heirs of the Buddha's Dhamma who share it with you. So thinking of them with affection and gratitude, thinking, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cultivating gratitude for all your fellow practitioners, all the practitioners in your life, whether you know them in person or through the internet, all those who encourage you to practice generosity, morality, kindness, meditation, study, all those who discuss the Dhamma with you, who help you come to a deeper appreciation and understanding of the Buddha's teachings and practices, who help encourage you to stay on the path, and who you support in the same way. Appreciation for the mutual support with your fellow spiritual practitioners. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all your fellow practitioners. Cultivating gratitude towards your parents who gave you your body, who nurtured you, nourished you, taught you the basics of life, who helped you make it through the difficulties of childhood and adolescence. Cultivating gratitude for your parents who helped you out to the best of their abilities, to the best of their knowledge. So, wishing for your parents, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cultivating gratitude for all your other relatives and friends who have supported you over the years, who have helped you out, who have comforted you in any way. So, developing gratitude for all the relatives and friends who have helped you over the years, reflecting, remembering, repeating, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cultivating gratitude for all the hospital employees who day after day put their own health and lives at risk to help those suffering from illness and disease, from the nurses, the doctors, janitors, receptionists, security guards, ambulance drivers, all the many people filling different roles to keep the hospitals running, to keep them as a haven for those afflicted by illness. So, cultivating gratitude for all the hospital workers who risk their own health for the sake of ours, day after day after day. Repeating, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for all the essential workers, the farmers, the delivery drivers, the postal employees, the store clerks, the police officers, the firefighters, politicians, all the people who keep doing their jobs day after day, trying to keep our basic needs met. Those who cannot quarantine, those who must keep risking themselves day after day for the sake of those of us who can. Extending our gratitude to all the essential workers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And finally, focusing on the feeling of gratitude itself. So letting all the stories fade away, all the categories of people, all the reasons, letting all of that fade away and just focusing on the feeling of gratitude, intensifying the feeling of gratitude itself. Staying with the raw, pure feeling of gratitude for just a few more moments. So letting the meditation come to an end, resting in the peacefulness of the mind for a few more seconds. So at this time, if you have any questions or comments directly related to this meditation practice, you can go ahead and type it in the live chat. If you have any other questions not related to what we just did, then you can save it for monk chat this evening, which is monk chat is your opportunity to chat with the monks about absolutely any topic whatsoever. But right now, if you have anything directly related to the chanting or the meditation that we just did, please feel free. Otherwise, you can just stretch your body a little bit and relax after the meditation. Sally says this gratitude meditation is great. Yes, yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bante.
Okay, well, if there's no questions, once again, this evening at 7:30, we'll be having monk chat, which is your opportunity to ask us whatever you wish to ask. We reserve the right to not answer, but realistically, we'll probably give a reasonable answer to pretty much anything you bring up. If it's directly related to Buddhism, we're almost certainly going to answer. If it's indirectly related to Buddhism, there's a good chance we'll answer. If it's not related to Buddhism, then there's a good chance we won't answer. So that gives you a general idea as to what topics are most likely to be productive. So
And
I
Sally
see.
has a question. She's saying, I saw that sometimes I can't arise gratitude in my own personal views. Is this gratitude method similar to metta method?
So I don't quite understand what you mean by uh, I can't arise gratitude is my own personal views. Do you mean sometimes the reason you can't produce gratitude is because of your own views? Can you clarify what you mean by that? And is gratitude method similar to metta method? There's some similarity. There is. There's a similar feeling which you may have noticed, but it is a distinctly different mind state. So gratitude is about that sense of appreciation, being thankful for what others have done for you, being thankful for the blessings and opportunities that have come into your life. And metta, on the other hand, is wishing for beings to be happy and healthy and safe. So there's a similar warm-hearted, affectionate feeling through both of them, but they are distinctly different mind states. And if you explore them more closely, then you'll realize that there is that similarity, but also that difference.
So she's clarifying, yes, that's what I mean, my own judgment. This is good or not.
Yeah, so it's important to set that aside. So, for example, in a gratitude for parents, often, mm, especially those of us Westerners who have complicated relationships with our parents, but actually around the world, this is often the case. We often have a mixed or complicated feelings towards our parents. Because, of course, our parents did lots of good things for us, but also they made a lot of mistakes. They made choices which maybe seemed like a good idea to them, but wound up causing emotional damage to us or confusion for us or uh, missed opportunities for us. So often there's this kind of mixed feeling. So when practicing the gratitude meditation, it's important just to focus on gratitude for what they did and gratitude for their positive, wholesome intentions toward us. So not getting caught up on our disappointments, what we didn't like or what we thought was insufficient, but rather gratitude for what they did, or gratitude for their intention to help us. Even if the results were not so helpful, at least they had the right intention. And if they didn't even have the right intention, then think carefully. It's pretty rare that you find someone whose parents were a complete, utter, total failure. Most people's parents tried at least a little bit to help their children. Actually, most parents try a lot to help their children. Most parents sacrifice a tremendous amount for the sake of their children. So there is a very small percentage of people who gratitude for parents is nearly impossible because their parents actually didn't do anything for them. But those people are quite rare. The vast majority of people, they can think of something their parents did to be grateful for. So you use that and you focus on that and you build up gratitude from that. So for the course of the gratitude meditation, you set aside your complications and your mixed feelings, and you just focus on the gratitude for what they did do or what they tried to do for you. So that's one example, dealing with parents in particular, but similarly with all the other categories of people that you might be cultivating gratitude towards. Just focus on what you can be grateful for. Don't get caught up in thinking about other things, especially things that were disappointing or upsetting, because that's not going to produce gratitude. It's just going to produce resentment or despair, which are not quite the meditation that we're trying to do here. Resentment meditation is not one that the Buddha recommended, as far as I know, nor is despair meditation. I don't recall seeing that one in the suttas either. But the Buddha did talk about gratitude in quite a number of places. So this was a quality of mind that the Buddha spoke about as being important to cultivate. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Maria says, gratitude is how I ground myself. There's always something to be grateful for, even in bad times. Yeah, that's a good attitude. Yep. Sally says, we need to bring this gratitude to every moment when we interact with others, bodily, verbally, and mind. Yes, that's true. Dan says, gratitude for Bunte's humor. Did I say something funny?
You always do, but
Oh, I think
Gita is
I'm
asking,
unintentionally funny sometimes.
Gita says, Bante, how about the Dhamma?
How about it? So that was actually the first several ones that I spoke about. So gratitude to the Buddha for sharing the Dhamma with us. Gratitude to the lineage of monastics for the last 2,500 years who passed down the Dhamma from generation to generation. Gratitude to our own teachers who shared the Dhamma with us. And gratitude to our fellow practitioners who help encourage us to live in accordance with the Dhamma. So the theme of Dhamma runs through all those first four categories. Okay. Sally says, humorous people usually do not intentionally be humorous. Well, okay then.
All right. I think that's all for this morning then. Thank you so much, Bante, for leading us in meditation. And sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And we will be meeting, as Bante mentioned, this evening at 7:30 p.m. New York City time. So you can bring your questions and we'll do our best to find answers to them. And if we can't, we'll just say we don't know. So see you then, monk chat. Have a great